Yeah, so I was just thinking that it could be good to kind of campaign, I guess, for concept of headroom. It's like you go to bluegrass festivals and jams and stuff, and sometimes it just takes a reminder about stuff that you take for a given, but it's easy to let slip, in these kinds of environments. And so it's basically just the concept of leaving some room for yourself and not maxing out your intensity or so like basically your instrument to get a good tone, all you have to do is hit the string this hard. If you play it harder, you're introducing rattling. It's like there's artifacts with that pure tone. You got the pure tone, and then you're introducing rattling and distortion from maxing out your pick strokes on your string. It's maxing out your string. So it's the difference between like and where you're kind of digging in, and if you're playing at 60%, then you leave yourself that 40% to inject feel into your playing and kind of like pick the moments in the tune that you want to emphasize and kind of give it that this dimension. Otherwise it's just plowing through, and you want to kind of add this. And what happens when you have a group of people that agree to do this is it encourages listening, and that's always going to make the music better and more satisfying to play and listen to. And you don't have to fight for space, and airtime. Like if you're in a jam and you can't hear yourself, or other people can't hear you, sometimes the best thing to do is start playing more quietly with these dynamics, and it'll cause people to kind of quiet down and think about, like, oh yeah, we have to leave space. Because it's so easy to just join in on the hard party, and and forget and throw this whole thing out the window. But when you play with that headroom, then it's like other people's playing is has to be relational to you, and what that does is it makes notes matter, and they're not just like a dime a dozen where you're going through the motions of and gestures of making noise, rather than having your notes feel valued, which is really empowering and inspiring, and makes for better music. So yeah, I mean, it's this. This was fresh on my mind, so I wanted to make a little video as like a PSA, a headroom kind of PSA for to whom it may concern. Uh, yeah, just a reminder. That's all. That's all I wanted to do. Thanks.